Hello, and thank you for joining us today for a new video on how-to for Opencell. My name is John, I'm product owner at Opencell, and today together we will see the charges, different types of charges available in your Opencell environment. So the charges are an object in Opencell that will carry the different pricing that you wish for either your products and or services. So we're not going to see how you link both of them. The idea here today is just to go ahead and present you all the different types of charges that you can manage within your environment. So to manage your different charges, you should go into your catalog application. Here, as you can see, submenu charges. Once you arrive here, you will have all the different charges that have been created in your environment. So different ways exist to create your charges. Either you can import them from another environment, Opencell environment, or from another system as well, or as we will see here today, create them directly on the fly by hand through the portal. So here, for instance, I'm gonna create a charge. Let's call it charge 1. You can easily add a description, and here you'll have to choose the charge type, and this is where it gets a bit tricky, so please follow me. We have 3 different types of charges: one-shot, recurring, and usage. So let's go first of all with the one-shot one. So one-shot charge is a charge that you will apply only once to your customer. You have 4 different categories for this one-shot charge, which are invoicing plan, other, subscription, and termination. So 3 of them, which are invoicing plan, subscription, and termination, depend on a specific rule. So the one for invoicing plan, for instance, is when you will add an invoicing plan to an order, you will be able to say, well, this charge, for instance, 10,000, I want to be paid 30% once the order is validated, then 30% extra once we arrive at 50% of delivery for that specific service, and then the rest when we arrive at 100% delivery of that specific service. Another one, which is subscription, which has, again, a rule for its application. So one-shot subscription means that this charge will only be applied at the very beginning of the subscription. It will be applied once. Great example for that one is when you go and ask for an internet box at your home. Well, sometimes you will have some specific fees or beginners fees that will be applied. It will be applied only once, and this is how you will modelize that first and only charge at the beginning of the subscription. Now, the same idea that we have for the beginning of the subscription, we will also have at the end of the subscription, which will be the one-shot termination charge. Finally, you have the one-shot other, which is just a basic charge that you can apply only once to your clients. As you can see here, when I chose one-shot as type, I have directly the type of one-shot that appeared. When I'm going to change for the recurring charge, my screen will be changed. So how do I know this is a monthly charge? Because here I chose specifically my monthly calendar. Obviously, in Opencell, you'll be able to create your own specific calendars. It could be monthly, it could be weekly, it could be daily, it could be every 4 days or 13 days or 26 days. You really choose whatever you want to do. Once this is done, then you have other options which are really important. You have the subscription pro rata. So again, if my subscription starts on the 12th of March, well, I don't want to pay for the whole month, so I'll just pay from the 12th to the 31st. If I go on termination pro rata, it's the same thing, but at the end of my subscription. And if I choose apply in advance, that means you'll be able to bill your client before the end of the first cycle, billing cycle. So that's pretty easy to do. You'll also have some advanced options here, which normally people who just go ahead and create charges, basic charges, won't need. But if you have complex rules to apply your charges, or complex rules to define if yes or no you need to use the subscription pro rata or the apply in advance, well, you'll be able to use here scripts in form of expression languages. Okay, you also have other advanced options and I'll be happy to give you more information, but let's try and keep it simple for now. The third and last charge that we have is the usage charge. So the usage charge is used to give a price to consumptions. So consumptions take, for example, when you go ahead and take a bicycle, let's say in Paris, you rent a bike, you're going to rent this bike for, let's say, 7 minutes, and a couple hours later, you're going to rent it for 14 minutes. This will actually allow you to define a specific price based on the number of minutes of consumption that your clients have had or that you have registered. So this can be used, like in my example, but it's also used for, let's say, the energy industry or for telecommunication industries. Obviously, you need to have some extra information coming from, for instance, the grid for the energy. So if you want to do so, you can directly go ahead and configure them in the parameters here. So here we display 4 parameters, but you're able to add more if you wish to. And you also are able to link a specific attribute quantity of use. Again, these are kind of specific. It really depends on how your business works, what is the business model, and how you want to modelize it into your Opencell environment. So these were the 3 different charges available in Opencell. Again, you will have one-shot, usage, and recurring. And don't forget the 4 types of one-shot. You have one-shot invoicing plan, one-shot subscription, one-shot termination. These 3 will actually have specific rules when they're applied, or to be applied at least. And you have one-shot other, which is just a basic one-shot that you'll invoice to your client. Thanks for following this short video today. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any more questions, feel free to contact us. Bye.